Lil Nas X is being sued for stealing music.
Fans are convinced Dacre Montgomery and Zac Efron are related.
And Lilly Reinhart slams false reports of a breakup.
Ooh, all that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Daily Hollywood Rundown. It's Thursday, and there is lots of tea.
Lots of tea.
Today,
lots
I'm Emile
of
Ennis
tea.
Jr.
I'm Sussan Morad, and we really love to sip tea here at Clevver News. And from seeing your comments, you guys like to sip tea too.
Oh, we're not talking about actual tea.
I know, Emile, obviously.
Well, I thought we were talking, because I was like, it soothes the throat. Okay, go ahead.
Actually, I do have a bit of a sore throat. Maybe I need to drink more tea.
I love green tea.
Actual tea. Anyway, moving on to the real tea. But before we get on to
that is
the
real tea,
oh my
though.
god, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Come back for more tea, whichever kind of tea you like. Maybe we'll bring in some tea bags and the other tea. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. Come back and hang out with us where we get to do all this sort of crazy stuff with you on the daily, because it's the Daily Hollywood Rundown.
Yeah.
And also hit the bell, that way you'll get notified every time we post. You can also leave us comments and tell us what you think about tea.
Let us know what real tea is. I think Susan got a little confused with the real tea versus like the slang term tea.
I knew we were talking about, I knew what kind of tea I was talking about.
I don't think I knew it. Anyway, guys, we have to get into the stories. There's a lot to talk about. The first one's a little serious. A$AP Rocky has been charged.
After spending weeks in a Swedish jail, A$AP Rocky has been officially charged with criminal assault and will remain in prison until his trial. The aftermath from the controversial brawl that took place in Stockholm, Sweden between A$AP Rocky, his team and an alleged victim is still continuing to unfold. News just broke that A$AP and two members of his team will continue to be held in jail as they wait for a trial date which has not been set yet. According to TMZ, the trial will be held within the next 2 weeks and it's expected to last 3 days. If A$AP is convicted, he could spend 2 years in jail. And apparently, the prosecutor, aka the guy against A$AP and his team, said according to him, he's reviewed video footage, talked to witnesses, and in his opinion thinks that the claims that A$AP and his crew members were using self-defense and were being provoked don't hold water. Though in the initial video, you can hear A$AP attempting to defuse the situation and say, "No one wants to go to jail." That didn't stop the alleged victim, who continued to persistently harass and attack A$AP and his crew first. And as TMZ also previously reported, that man will not be prosecuted for any crime, even though he instigated the violence and kept harassing A$AP and his team until they eventually snapped. A$AP finally lost all chill and threw the harasser to the ground, completely pummeling him. The only good news for A$AP and his team is that they were charged with assault causing actual bodily harm, not aggravated assault, which is a more serious crime and could lead to a 6-year prison sentence instead of 2, which he is potentially now facing. A$AP's charge has been 3 weeks in the making and they've been waiting in jail this entire time. Wow, I mean, I can't believe how stressful this is and how this all has just continued to develop and unfold, and the fact that he's been in jail and his team, this entire time, and now they're waiting trial. There are some pictures online. I'll warn you, they are a little bit graphic. You could Google them to see the alleged victim and kind of the state he was in after this fight. Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine how stressful and difficult it is, and I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Well, when you're in another country, you're already feeling probably not the safest. And I don't mean that in any way. When I go to another country, you're not home, So if an incident like this happens, and if it is true, which it seems like it is true, that they were constantly and persistently provoked, then it is a situation where it sucks, because obviously you want to just get out of that situation, and then you want to control yourself and not snap, but if you do snap and you're in another country, there's nobody to help you, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, like seeing the footage the first time when it all started to unfold and the provoking and how things were unfolding, it was really stressful to watch. One of the things that the prosecutor said in the TMZ story is that there's more evidence than what we've seen online, apparently. So I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait and see how this unfolds.
All right, moving on to another artist, Lil Nas X. You love him. Old Town Road is killing it on the charts.
I've had that in my head all morning,
actually. It is so freaking good, but we do have a little bit of not so happy news. He's being sued for possibly stealing music. Lil Nas X is reportedly being sued over a song he released 5 months before he hit it big with Old Town Road, and let's just say they are asking for a lot. So according to TMZ, the 20-year-old rapper who's been the hottest thing in hip-hop and possibly country this year is being sued along with Sony by a company called The Music Force for stealing a song called Carry On, written by Bobby Caldwell. The Music Force claims it owns the rights to the song, and TMZ reports that according to the suit, Lil Nas X posted a track on YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud that appropriated parts of Carry On without permission, and as of early June, it had nearly 4 million YouTube views. The blast also reports that the song was uploaded 5 months before his Old Town Road fame, and the Music Force alleges that Lil Nas X was motivated by greed and malicious intent, and the company is also suing Sony because it recently signed the rapper to a record deal and acquired the rights to all of X's songs, including Carry On, and it says Sony knew or should have known to make sure all elements of the song had been cleared. And, get this, the Music Force is asking for a whopping $25 million, claiming X has destroyed the value of its Bobby Caldwell song by using parts of it without permission. You know, cases like this are interesting because there's always two sides to the story. On the one hand, of course, you want to get permission from the artist, and on the other hand, it's like there's going to be so many people who are going to be going to Bobby Caldwell's song to see like, oh, is it similar? Like all those different things.
Yeah.
So it is kind of free press, but 25 million is a lot.
That's a lot of money, but I mean, it's kind of crazy too how they come up with these numbers because saying that that's essentially what they're losing as a result of that. I mean, how do you come up with a number like that? It's a lot of money, and I think it's because Sony is involved and like, you know, an artist like Lil Nas is involved. They think, well, they've got the money. It's a really good song though.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhart.
Oh,
and it's
boy.
been a full-on week
Yeah.
for these two and for everyone and all of us and all of you guys. And it feels like since news broke of their rumored split, there's been a lot of confusion, there's been a lot of despair, but mostly...
Keyword rumored.
Rumored split, I said that. And also a lot of, even more confusion. And it seemed like they hadn't actually made any sort of response publicly on the matter. Up until today, you guys, both Lily and Cole have taken to their Instagram, and it appears that what they've captioned their posts may very well be directing their response to all this drama.
What?
So earlier today, Lily posted this W magazine cover with the caption, "Breaking. A reliable source has confirmed that none of you know." And Cole posted the same picture to his Instagram as well with a rather interesting caption. Make of it what you will, but there is also the reference to reliable sources. And so Lily and Cole also opened up about their relationship in their W magazine interviews, which were actually done separately. Lily said, quote, "We're acknowledging that we're in a relationship, but it's a small part of who we are as people. We want our own separate identities." And Cole also added, quote, "Lily is an incredibly talented individual who speaks for herself and deserves her own voice box in every single way. That alone is justification enough for me to do it like this. I don't think we're weaving two different narratives here." Emile.
Yes, Susan?
This is a lot.
Well, I mean...
I'm just thinking, so many people, so many of you guys were commenting on Twitter, on videos. It's not real, it's fake, it's a rumor. They're sitting back just laughing at everybody having this big circus, and we were all very patiently waiting. Everybody was reading into sort of cryptic things that apparently happened or didn't happen. And we were also talking about the fact earlier in the week about all these sort of reliable sources that we didn't really know where a lot of this rumor actually started, other than hearing it was overheard at Comic-Con. I think they're saying that this is definitely a rumor based on these
for sure
captions.
saying that.
Yeah.
I said from the start, like, I have my sources or my outlets where if it's coming from a Page 6 or a TMZ as the breaking source, then I usually take that to be fact. But and this is no shade, but the breaking source was Us Weekly, and Us Weekly is a reputable magazine. However, it's like not really the magazine that breaks news all the time. And for this particular, coming from Us Weekly, I was just a little confused that every outlet was picking it up. And yeah, so I guess we see where that turned out. And
we're all looking like clowns now.
So I'm glad they're still happy and together.
Yes.
And best of luck.
Yeah, I mean, and I think there's been a lot of also like celebrities chiming into the comments. I saw that on Lily's post, Cami Mendes had a clapping emoji, and there were plenty of people talking about how, oh yeah, you tell them and things like that. So yeah.
All right, Susan, we have some strange news.
Strange news?
Well, because it's related to Stranger Things.
I know. I was like trying to like build it out, but anyway, we're done.
Okay, so Dacre Montgomery, if you don't know who he is first he's a looker. We have to give him that.
He's hot, basically. Is what a looker means,
right.
I think, right?
But he is on Stranger Things, and he is confusing the internet right now. So if you're a Stranger Things fan, do you know who the characters and actors are, right? I'm talking Millie Bobby Brown, who plays Eleven, David Harbour plays Chief Hopper, Zac Efron plays Billy, Winona Ryder plays Joyce. If something sounded off to you, that's because I said Zac Efron plays Billy, but true fans know that Dacre Montgomery plays Billy. However, there's some Stranger Things viewers that just had a rude awakening. Let's look at what people had to say. So Randy said, "Please tell me I'm not the only one who thought Dacre from Stranger Things was Zac Efron." Donnie said, "Damn, this whole time I was thinking that was Zac Efron playing Billy." Or this one from Nikita that says, "My stupid ass thought Billy from Stranger Things was Zac Efron until my niece corrected me." And just in case you think this is some weird joke where Zac is wearing a prosthetic nose, or they're related, or you have some other crazy theory, Zac is 31, Dacre is 24, Dacre was born in Perth, Australia, not with Susan, and Zac grew up in California. And finally, it's not that hard to tell that these are two different people. Anyway, maybe people are just now discovering who he is because he is #1 on the list of most popular celebs on IMDb, which means a lot of people must have been searching for him. So he posted this screenshot to Instagram yesterday and explained his journey to where he is now, and it really had us inspired and emotional. But he ended by saying, "The IMDb photo is just a number, but #1, 3 weeks in a row, this means something to me. It holds value, it gives me hope. I will not squander the opportunities I have been given. I would urge each and every one of you to go out there and get it." Millie Bobby Brown replied to this photo saying, "No one deserves this more than you. So happy for you," with praise hands and a heart emoji, because she loves him. This makes me happy. I'm talking about his post. The post because like we're
so
out here
inspiring.
chasing our dreams and it's really inspiring and whatever. As far as the Dacre Zac thing,
I mean, I don't see it.
Right.
I was doing this, and I kept trying to like every time I look at different photos on his Instagram, I'd be like, oh, if I kind of like squint and don't really see, I can see. I actually can't really see it.
Like I tried doing that too, and then I did like a little. I had him up on the screen and like a quick glance.
Yeah, and then I don't see it at all. I'm sorry, I don't see it at all. But he is so inspiring. I absolutely adore him. I adore his character Billy, and also Millie Bobby Brown also adores him because she also posted to her Instagram earlier this week.
Cute.
Yeah, a picture of the two of them laying down after shooting a scene from in Stranger Things where she was saying he's always so considerate and just loves working with him and always so kind to her in tough scenes. And she said something like, "You're gonna snatch those awards."
Mate, I love that.
Yeah. I'm sure she's saying it
he's
in
from
Australia.
Perth. Where are you from?
Perth, Sydney.
Sydney. Okay.
Very far from each other.
What's said on the article? Perth is Western Australia. So are you on the eastern part?
Yeah, east, yes.
I'm
like,
learning.
in my head, I'm like, northeast, yeah. I'm really bad with directions, especially like, anyway.
Like, we don't care.
We don't care, Susan, move on. All right, you guys, it's time for the final rundown. 1.5 minutes on the clock.
Starting
now. So you guys, just recently, website Hopper HQ just revealed their list of people who earn the most per sponsored post on Instagram, and the results are crazy.
I want to cry.
So as per Hopper HQ, the top 3 are Cristiano Ronaldo at #3 with 975,000 per sponsored post, followed by Ariana Grande at #2 with 996,000 per post, and topping the list, you guys, is, are you ready for it? Kylie Jenner at, oh my God, are you kidding me? $1.26 million per post. And just in case you were wondering, Kim was #4, you guys. Oh my God, can you imagine per post?
I cannot imagine.
I cannot imagine. Life is not fair.
It must be amazing. It must be amazing. But moving on, Will Smith just dropped the trailer for his new movie, Gemini Man, which is really trippy, Susan, because it's him playing himself or the character, and then a younger version of that character at 23 years old, and it's wild.
That is seriously trippy. Now, Yara Shahidi and Michael B. Jordan are the new stars of Coach's Fall campaign, and OMG, they look amazing.
Yes, they look incredible, but we have some better news for Lil Nas X. He just dropped Soul Town Road with BTS's RM. So after the remix dropped, Lil Nas X tweeted Soul Town Road, joining the 79 other Old Town Road remixes with this gif. BTS also shared on their Twitter tweeting Soul Town Road with my homie. And BTS fans are loving it, like this user who wrote, RM legend, I'm proud of you, love. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Oh, there's There's alarm.
Oh,
I try to do the alarm like softer now, so it's not as aggressive.
Oh,
for you
was that
guys.
softer?
No.
I was about to say that wasn't softer at all. Oh, it's that time of the show where it wraps up, but I mean, we can't be too upset because we're
Right.
back here tomorrow, you
For
guys.
Friday's DHR.
Friday's DHR. I wonder if there's any new music coming out tomorrow for New Music Friday. I don't know.
Hopefully.
You'll have to tune in to find out. But before you go anywhere, we've got a couple of questions for you guys.
do
You
we
know
have?
the drill. I really want to know, are you excited to hear that Cole and Lilly kind of have seemingly just confirmed that they haven't broken up and that everybody was fooled over the rumor? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below.
Good times, Susan. Good times. And I want to know what you guys think about this whole Dacre Montgomery and Zac Efron. Like, I don't see it. I mean, I see it, but I don't see it. So let us know what you think. Do you think they look alike? Do you think they could be related? In the comment section below. That's what people are saying. It's wild.
I mean,
It's
they can be
wild.
related from different countries.
Right.
I don't know. We are done here today, you guys. Tune in tomorrow and we'll see you then. All right, you guys. But before you go anywhere, there was a lot of YouTuber tea in yesterday's DHR, and you can catch up right here because you know we love our tea and you love your tea too.
And if you want more tea, you should probably subscribe because we drop the tea on the daily, literally on the weekend too. So click subscribe.